And we're live. Good morning. In case you don't know, we are in the Mall Bangkok, Starbucks, one of 3 Starbucks in the Mall Bangkok. This is the original Starbucks in the Mall Bangkok. We need to find out, when did this place open, the other place? All right. Yeah, this Starbucks has been open for 8 years. Well, I guess we'll just wait for some people to come in here. Tomorrow is Doomsday for some people in Thailand. Yo, Dre, what's happening? Why is it Doomsday? Because the amnesty ends tomorrow. So there's a lot of people scrambling today to extend their visas, get letters from their embassy, whatever it takes. And I say there's going to be a fair number of people leaving in the next week to a month. I give it that long, and there's going to be a large number of people leaving. Once, the amnesty's over tomorrow. You might be able to get a 7-day extension, 30-day extension, something like that, but for a lot of people, this is the end. It's Doomsday. Curious to know what people think about that. And, getting in and out of Thailand it's not impossible, but like we talked about, it's expensive. And as a tourist, it is pretty much impossible at the moment. So, that's what we're here to talk about. The baht is up, or down rather, again, against the dollar. It's 31.50 right now, which a lot of fluctuation in the baht because of what's going on in America and also what's going on here. I don't know what happened with the protests yesterday. I haven't even looked. I have not been looking at the news, which is why the one guy that I ended up banning was talking about something that happened in Louisville yesterday. I had no clue. I didn't know what happened. Only last night did I find out. I wouldn't count on it. unless you feel like paying for the quarantine. You have to pay for the quarantine. You're gonna have to do all that, and it's doubtful at this point. Only people that really belong here are people on marriage visas, retirement visas, and business visas. Other than that, I can't see them letting in people. The elite can stay, but most of them, they're here long term. So if by chance it was to end on the 26th, that maybe it ended on let's say July 1st, and they got an extension, they'd still need to renew it. They'd have to pay the money. So I don't know. I haven't heard too much from the elite. I only know a couple, and I haven't heard from them, but they're in it. Mr. Mitch, how you doing? How's everything going with you and your old man? Was wondering about that yesterday. So, I said it the other day, and I know that they're trying to bring people back. I just don't see it happening anytime soon. I hope it does. As much as I like having the place to myself when I go places and there's very few tourists, the truth is that the country needs the tourists. It needs the tourism. So I hope they work it out soon, just because, listen, I've been beating it to death. It's like beating a dead horse. But, this COVID thing is just too much now. And yesterday's stream, listen, not one of my favorite streams. Not a great day for me yesterday. And you say you're losing it. A lot of people are starting to lose it. It's gone long enough. All this stuff going on with the government, with the COVID, with the financial situation of many people now. It's gone on long enough. The government, they're playing games. I mean, you got Nancy Pelosi. I don't even, threatening to impeach the president for doing what he's supposed to do. It's just ridiculous what's going on. And, I will say that I have not watched as much news lately, and it feels a hell of a lot better. And I'm weaning myself off of it. I'll get to the point where I don't even look at the news, and unless something is very important, I'll put a few keywords in, and unless something's very important to me, I will stop looking at the news. I've already stopped posting on Facebook. I've stopped posting on Twitter. And I'm at the point now, I've got 2 Instagram accounts, one for an American in Bangkok, one for me. And I'm probably going to delete the American in Bangkok one. I'm probably going to delete my Facebook. I'm probably going to delete my Twitter. I'm tired of all of them. I've had enough. And, this is my medium here, YouTube. Well, I keep saying it's going to get better, it could be worse, blah, 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 but I still don't like it. And you know what it is? It's you've got it hanging over your head. I can only imagine being some tourist here in Thailand who doesn't have much money at all. And they've got to leave. And it's like, oh, well, we can't get a flight. It's going to cost up the yin-yang to fly out of here, or they're going to cancel the flight, and then you're going to be overstayed. I can only imagine having that over my head. So, between all these things, it's no surprise that a lot of people are starting to lose it. I've talked to several people who are like, I just don't want anything to do with it. Longhorns listening right now, or if he's not, he's on his way to wherever he's going to go, because he wants to get the hell out of Dodge and take a break. Same with Soy Dog Cowboy. Jono lives in his own little world here. He's in his own little bubble. Most of the time, I'm in my own little bubble. This is the only conduit right here. I got Jono's my buddy. I've got my buddy Scott. I've got Tom. I've got Pat. I've got there's a half a dozen to a dozen people that I'm friends with here. I mean, good friends with. And even them, most of the time, it's gotten to be such a hassle to go anywhere that nobody's, if they go out, it's like, it's once in a great while. And that's what I've been doing, So you ain't missing anything over here. I feel for you if you're in America. But as a tourist, if you're here right now, especially if you're an American, I don't know if they're going to be able to get any letters from the embassy or anything like that allows them to get an extension. The Aussies are fed up, the Brits are fed up, the Americans are fed up, people in Thailand are fed up. People are fed up around the world. You come to Starbucks and it's almost like it's normal. Nobody's got a mask on here. You see. Nobody's wearing a mask here. Only the employees. There's no mask. There's masks. People are wearing masks outside because they know they're going to have to come in here. I got a mask in my pocket, and I'm always forgetting them, still. So that's that. I don't know any tourists in Thailand at the moment. All the ones I know, they have left. They left a couple months ago. There was the one guy from New York, the jiu-jitsu guy. He had a hard time getting out, but he did manage to get out. There's a handful of people I knew who were tourists here, and they got out in time. And there were people. Listen, Soy Dog Cowboy was here, and he was like, "Should I go back home? What do you think?" And my parents are worried, and I was like, "You better go back home." And it's a good thing he did. I'm not saying it's all because of me. He makes his own decisions, but I did say to him, "Yeah, I think you should go home, if not for anything, but for your parents, so they don't worry." And it's a good thing he did, or he'd be stuck here. He might very well be stuck, or he'd be paying through the nose for a ticket. So these are the times we live in right now. And listen, yesterday, even after the stream, I was in a crappy mood. Just because of a lot of things that have happened. It's the little things. The little things start building up during these kind of times, and the little things, they become big things. She's over there dancing. We got the manager here, Ken, and Mrs. Tian. She's doing the whole shaking thing, dancing while she's doing it. At least somebody's happy. Your guess is as good as mine, buddy. I don't think it's going to get normal for a few years. Unless they come up with a vaccine that truly works. And Fauci already said he didn't think that was the end all. If it's not the end all, there's always going to be that option for a government to say, well, you're going to have to quarantine. And I was looking at the countries. There's very few countries now that just say, okay, you don't have to quarantine at all. There are a few. There are some that say, if you show any signs of being sick, you're going to need to quarantine. but the vast majority still are like, you need to quarantine for 14 days. You definitely have to have the test within. Some places are 72 hours. Some places are 5 days. But you know, I don't want to say it's the new normal because it's not normal. And you know, the older that I've become, the less that I give a shit. I mean, honestly, I just find a way to it bothers me, it bugs me, but you know, it doesn't bother me that much that when I'm in my house, it's like, hey, what are you gonna do? Yeah. And today, because of the 72-hour thing, and I'm still worried. Yeah, I mean, you know, listen, they got you by the balls. That's what it is here. Anytime you're in this position with the government, they got you by the balls. They have us all by the balls. Well, I don't know if it's unconstitutional. You know, it is a pandemic technically. Nothing much. They're allowing them to protest. They're even providing them with food and water and things like that. The government is. So, this is what happens though. The young... They're always having... Starbucks, I was just saying to them, I'm pissed off at Starbucks again. I got to rant again. Starbucks, you know, I've got a gold card here because I've been here, you know, on a regular basis. It doesn't take all that much to reach the gold status. I got the gold status. Now, I don't have to keep loading my card. You know, you can load money onto your card, which my card is on my phone. It's an app, which I should probably just take off. So I'll put 300 baht, 500 baht, you know, $10, $15, $20 on the card sometimes, and then I'll just use it, right? And I get points, and you get free drinks, and you get this and that. So today I come in, I go, how much is the bill? I got no money on my phone, but I want the points for the espresso because every so often you get a free espresso. I said, how much is it? 215 baht. I said, okay, 215 baht. And the guy goes, the manager, he goes, from now on, I'm sorry, you have to do it every 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. And me, I'm like, you know, to me, that's whatever. I go, just pay it with my card. I don't want to put any money on the app. Because they're changing it now so that if you have let's say that you have an order and it's 240 baht, and you only want to pay the 240 baht, you can't put it on your Starbucks card unless you get 300 baht, or you got 201 baht. Now you got to put 300 baht on to be able to pay for it. It's not all that much. It's another little irritant. Like the 15 baht butter, when they give you free butter and jam on the croissant, but they won't give it to you for a muffin. I don't get their logic. So I'm getting that. I told the guy, though, you know, I really don't like Starbucks policies. You guys are cool and everything. I like you guys, but I don't like your policies. They always have these freaking policies. And they bug me. You know, it's like, we got to get that extra 10 baht out of you. Listen, you cunt. I come here all the time. The 10 baht will get spent. I could just put the 300 on, but it's not that. It's the principle of it. Don't make me do it. You know, you don't have a choice. That's the thing. When you take somebody's choice away, which is like, I'd love to be able to fly home to see my parents. I don't really have that choice because unless I want to pay $4,000 to get back, plus the ticket to go over there. So now you're talking about $5,000. Unless I want to spend $6,000 just to go to Miami, I don't have that choice. You know, so I think that's what it boils down to. People in Australia, they don't have a choice. The citizens want to come home. They don't have a choice. They can't come home. You know, it's not about being negative. It's about being real. You know, to me, that's what it is. They take your choice away, you know. Well, I agree, but what is then you get to the argument of what is short term. What is short term? 6 months? A year? A month? I hate to say it, but look here in Thailand. Okay, we haven't been bringing people in from outside of the country in mass. But the people, they go wherever they want. They do whatever they want. They travel around. They eat in restaurants. They eat in, you know, there's a little bit of social distancing. You got to wear a mask. That's it. You know. The only thing that I have an issue with here, really, is the fact that if you want to go out and then come back in, it's a major pain in the ass. And it's a financial pain in the ass. That's it. I don't have any other problem here. If I was in Australia or America or the UK, yeah, I'd be pissed. So you see, there's that choice again. You don't have the choice. If you feel like going somewhere else, you feel like going in the outback somewhere and going for a walk, you can't do it. And you know, here's the thing. I always think this way, and I know it might be different, but I just happen to be this animal born on a particular plot of land on Earth. I'm controlled by other animals that were born on a particular plot of land with me, or in this case, in a different plot of land. I'm controlled by them. They tell me what to do. I don't necessarily need society, you know? I mean, really, do we really need it? People say, oh, we're social animals. Okay, well, I got a handful of friends. I got a handful of people in my family. That's all I need. I really don't need, you know, a whole lot of other people. Now, you know, it's different. I'm online. I'm socializing online. But I have no doubt that, like, if something happened to me, let's say that I died today. I walk across the street, I keel over, that's it, I'm dead. The vast majority of people on YouTube, what are they gonna do? I'm dead, I'm gone. What are they gonna do? They're gonna weep for weeks? No. Most people are gonna be like, oh, wow, that sucks. It's really bad. Some people might go, it's great. Good to see him go. But some people, I'd say the most people are gonna be like, oh, wow, that's too bad. Oh, you know, R.I.P. I feel for his family and his kids. End of story. It's, you know, nobody gives a shit. You know, and I'm not saying they should, but I'm just saying, you know, when it comes down to it, what's important? I've learned that from being here or from aging while I'm here. The only thing important, really, truly important, is your friends and family. You know? Yeah, that's life. That's life. Frank. Now, I do have some good news that has given me a bit of a chubby. Not literally. I do have some good news though, at least for me. I've been talking about my photos being in this gallery, being in this gallery, being in this gallery. You know, yeah. It's been for a year and a half now. Hasn't happened. And I thought it was never happened because of the virus. But it is going to happen. The shots, the photos go on sale in the gallery on October 15th. And sometime next week, probably the middle of next week, I'll have a URL for the gallery. I'll have some more information. But that's good news for me, especially if people start buying a lot of them. It's even better news. That really helps. And also, like I said, my stuff is going to be in a book. And I'll give you the link to the book. I can already do that. But, so it's like, hey, at least I have that. At least I have writing. At least I have the book. At least I have YouTube. I got something left that I can do, whether there's a virus or not. And I think that in that sense, I'm pretty fortunate. I'm not stuck at home. I'm not stuck at home where I can only go a certain amount of kilometers away from the house. I'm not locked down in that sense. The only way I'm locked down is I can't leave the country really, unless I want to say, okay, well, I'm not going to be back for a while, or I'm going to have to pay. Thank you. I was a little surprised, but my buddy contacted me the other day and said, yeah, it's a go. I was like, what, really? And so the site is actually up, but it's still being worked on. It's online. Nobody knows where it is. It's being worked on. And I've been working on my site the last couple of days, trying to get that finalized. And, Jono is a big printer. He's a printer. I was in an exhibition here in Chulalongkorn. And I think it was late 2008. And that was pretty good. That was good because, it was all my Olympic stuff. And now I've really stopped shooting sports, and I don't really want to. I don't know what it is. I hit an age or hit a period in my life where I just went, sports are no longer important to me. Exercise, yeah, okay, doing push-ups, sit-ups, some jumping jacks, some shadow boxing or whatever, walking, yeah, that's important, swimming, that's important. But, going and like trying, I'm going to get buff, I'm going to get, this, I'm going to get that, nah, it's not important. Watching football, definitely not important. Watching basketball, forget about it. Hockey, maybe. Baseball, I couldn't tell you a player if you asked me. I couldn't tell you one player. The only thing I know a little bit about is boxing, and I've lost track of that just because once I got out of the business and I realized just how bad it can be, I went, is it that important to me? No. Unless I know I have a vested interest, like I know the fighters or something like that. That's a different story. And now most of them are starting to be retired or they're already retired. So, no more sports, I guess. It's strange. It's a strange feeling. There's other things that are more important. I'd rather photograph or film wildlife before I went to a fight or anything like that. Really, Wow. Yeah, well, It doesn't hold the same allure that it once did. You know, I used to like the Cincinnati Reds, the Oakland Athletics, the Miami Dolphins, the LA Kings in hockey, the Oakland Raiders in football. The LA Lakers, you know. I used to go to all their games, a lot of their games. I used to go to a lot of the LA Kings games. Well, that should be funny. I'm probably not gonna watch it, but I'll catch the aftermath. I want the highlights. You know, Biden farts, you know, something like that. Biden gets asked a question and he farts. Or, you know, he asks for a request to change his Pampers or something like that. That's what I want to see. I can't stand listening to any of these guys now. I used to kind of like Trump when he was just like a reality TV guy. Then when he was president, I was like, well, I like him better than I like Clinton. I can't stand her. To me, I wouldn't trust her to the end of my nose. But now, you know, it's like I don't like any of them. They all irritate me. I'm an equal opportunity hater. I hate them all. Nancy Pelosi, discharge her. Get rid of her. I hope they do that. Get rid of her ass, power-hungry old lady. You know, and I'm sitting over here going, what's happening to my country? And now I don't care anymore. I really don't care that much anymore. It doesn't matter. Because I can't do anything about it aside from cast a vote. And even that is like... She's over there giggling. We have crap on one hand and feces on the other, I guess. A lie. Dude's losing it. Yeah. We're all losing it, buddy. I hate to tell you. If you're not losing it yet, you will at some point. You get to the stage in your life where you go, what the fuck? You realize that life is not exactly what you think it is. Who knows? I don't care. You know, really. I really don't care. And you know, if I was 20 years old, I would care a lot, because I got a long way ahead of me. There's a long road ahead. At this point, I really don't care. I don't have all that long. Oh, this is Kuntian. She's over there doing something. I don't know what she's doing. She's a little kooky. I didn't know she was so goofy. Kuntian. Tien. Hello.วันนี้มีความสุขเหรอวันนี้แฮปปี้เหรอ She's a goofy one. Listen, if anything, I can come here and I know I'll get treated decently. What happened to the guy who said dude's losing it? I was wondering if he was referring to me. Not that I really give a shit. You can ask whatever. Charles, how you doing, man? Long time no see. Thank you very much. You're the first. Good luck to you. Choke D. There we go. It's surfing. Oh, man. Was never a very good surfer, but I did use the boogie board, and I did get pretty good on a boogie board, but I never really got very good at surfing. I used to go boogie boarding and surfing at Huntington Beach because I used to live about 10 minutes from the beach, and yeah, that was nice because they have good waves there sometimes, you know. Some I think they have, I don't know if they still have it there. They used to have like the OP Classic or something like that in Huntington Beach. It's really nice. Like I said, man, I'm completely out of touch with the United States. I'm about 10% in touch now, 90% out of touch, and I'm about 50% in touch here. Yeah. Yeah, well, I was always worried I was going to die under the pier. I'd be surfing and smack right into one of the pilings. I was not very good. But boogie boarding, that was all right. If Biden wins, he will hand the presidency over to Harris and then it'll come out. I don't know how somebody could. I don't know, man. I don't want to talk about it too much because it's all good here. It's all good in my hood. There was another place. What's the name of that place in Newport Beach? I can't remember what the hell they called it. It was like the Tube or something. But there was a place, Newport Beach. It was at the end of the Wedge. Is that what it is? Yeah, I don't remember. I didn't go there very much. I don't remember the name of it. Wow. You see? I had a nice house about 10 minutes from the beach with two other guys, and we paid $1,250 a month. So we paid about $416, $17 each, and then the utilities would be another $30, $40. So for $450, we had a place down by the beach. It was all right. Then Harris will ask Hillary to be, ooh. Well, you know what could happen? They could fight it out, and then they're going to make Nancy Pelosi the interim president while they figure it out in court. That'd be lovely. This is what I mean. As bad as things can be here, and most of the time it's just because I'm let something irritate me. You know, like yesterday, listen, the bottom line is it cost me an extra $5-6. I didn't like it. It was a bit of a hassle. It kind of ruined the stream for me. That the guy took me the wrong place. Now, I did write to Grab and say, hey, listen, I've been putting my home address, and I for the last 2 or 3 times, I've been putting my home address, and it never sticks. It puts it somewhere else when you confirm. And here I am I want to go to Lumpini Park, and it doesn't stick. It changes it to something else. I'm like, you got a problem with your software. So they're supposed to write me back. They wrote me back once already. They said they'll write me back again. So we'll see what they do. But, you know, the truth is that's not that big of a deal. Like Jono and I, we're always talking about this. You're inside your house. The only thing that's important, you got food, you got water, everything all right, electricity on. You got something you keep you busy there, some books, Netflix, YouTube. Once you get away, then it doesn't matter. I was going to stream from home today, and I just thought, it's a little more fun to come to Starbucks. Now, I have to admit that, I've been working on videos, but I haven't, like yesterday I didn't do anything on them. I got 3 videos, one on Sid, one on what's going on here in the mall. They had this festival and, people everywhere. And then the other one is the Led Zeppelin one, the Bunkan. I'll have all of them up by Monday morning. I promise. Pinky promise. Sanya. Toklong. But I've been working on the photos and my website and dealing with my buddy. I'm excited about that because I finally can get a little bit of recognition maybe and make some money from all the stuff that I've done because I put my time in. Between boxing and Hong Kong and some of the travel places the places that I've been, the destinations I've been, I put my time in. I still have the drone. I just haven't flown it lately. And if I'm gonna fly it, I want to get insurance and everything. And it's just not a priority. It's not like I think to myself when I get with the drone and I start flying around, I'm like, hey man, this is the most awesome thing. I want to just fly this and this is all I want to do now. I just want to fly the drone all the time. I fly the drone and it's like it's a tool. All right, let me get some footage and let's get the fuck out of here. Wherever I am. And I don't want to do it now because I don't have insurance and I don't want there to be any problems and I don't feel like spending the money because it's not a priority. So I got other priorities right now. I want to get a medium format camera or even a large format camera, but that might be a little bit out of my price range. So I'm working on, like I said, I'm working on all kinds of things. How long does Gennaro know where you are? Of course he does. He knows exactly where I am. I don't know where you are, though. Are you still in the land of the Longhorns? If there's a civil war in November, would you come back to join? Hell no. No, I'm not in my usual seat because somebody was sitting in it because I woke up, had a little chat with the old lady, had coffee, and then I thought to myself, I was thinking about streaming today. I thought maybe I should. And then I was like, should I stream at home? I thought, stream at Starbucks. I thought, it's going to take me a little more time. So by the time I got here, somebody already had my seat. That's all right. What are you talking about, Rick? Why don't you be more specific? What feeling is there traveling? Well, when traveling inside here, feels pretty good. Don't have to worry about, wearing masks most of the time. You can travel around freely. Only when you go in 7-Elevens or buildings or something, you have to do that. Well, Rick B., I'm talking to you. Every time I watch these, I wonder how much I don't have to exaggerate anything, and I don't have to prove anything to you. So, since you got nothing to say, and you have nothing nice to say, you don't need to say anything. I think we have like one or two people, or 20. They got the same MO all the time, you know. You're welcome. I mean, there's really no tourists here to speak of. I don't even see that many foreigners out and about, really. You know, I could count all the foreigners I see. When I go out somewhere, I can see they're less than. You can count on one hand how many I see. If I was to go down to, one thing I might do is go to Golden Mount. I want to go to the snake handling. I want to go to Golden Mount. I want to go to Khao San. All these places. If you see anybody, the vast majority of them now, they're expats, or they'll be gone soon if they're tourists. But I mean, even the Thai tourism is down, so it's kind of nice for those people who want to go somewhere. Listen, I view it as a badge of honor now. People want to leave thumbs down. They want to leave 20 thumbs down before I even come online. Okay, fine. Go ahead. And the difference is that really, I don't give a shit if people like me or not. I don't care. You don't want to like me, don't like me. But don't come in here starting shit. I mean, what's the point of that? Then it just disrupts it for other people. Everybody is not going to like me, just like I don't like certain actors. I don't like Gerard. What's his name? Gerard Butler. I don't like him. I don't like him as an actor. I just don't like him. He may be a hell of a nice guy. I just don't like him, though. I don't like his movies. So people don't like me. I don't take any offense at it. Don't like me. Leave all the thumbs down you want. Go on. But you're still coming here leaving the thumbs down, you dummies. You're still watching. You gotta say something to make yourself feel better. In the meantime, I'm chilled out right here. Yeah, I like him. I've seen a little bit of his stuff, here and there I see it. I know that, and I really don't care. When it comes down to it, listen, there's going to be a time, like I've said, this is what I mean, like, I don't need any of this shit. And, the thing is I really don't need YouTube at this point. As much as I enjoy doing some things on YouTube, listen, there's a very real chance that at some point, there'll be certain things that'll be out there on my channel, and everything else will be private. Nobody can see it unless I put their email address in. That's a very real possibility. And so, does it matter? It doesn't matter to me. I don't care. At the end of the day, I'm going to be dead and gone at some point. What does it matter? When once you're gone, does it really matter? People don't even remember people who they don't remember. A lot of people don't even know who George Washington is now. You think he never did any bad things? You think people didn't like him? I guarantee you there are people who didn't like him. So, that's what I'm talking about. George Washington, Abraham Lincoln. I mean, these are huge historic figures. And I guarantee you there are tons of people that don't like them for some reason. And that didn't like them when they were alive. Did it really matter to them? Well, it mattered to Lincoln because he got shot. No, not George Jefferson. Moving on up. Oh, God, don't make me laugh. Yeah, Twitter, I don't really have many problems on Twitter. Covert action. See you later. Bye. I know my presidents, dude. Gonna move it on up to the east side as you cross the Delaware River. Oh man, don't make me laugh. I miss Archie Bunker too. Can you imagine Archie Bunker, the All in the Family coming out at this time in on TV history? I mean, it's been what, 40 years or whatever since it was out. Can you imagine now? Other people would be screaming, they'd be crying. I know it wouldn't happen. Why not? Why would it not happen? You understand? Is it that bad? No, I don't think it was. I think it was groundbreaking. I think it did a lot of things. Oh, Red Fox was, he was fantastic. He made sure that the women knew. You got to clean the asshole. You got to clean your ass. I mean, now a comic goes to some university and says the wrong thing, and he gets booted, and people don't want him to come there anymore. And they cancel his gigs. It's fucking ridiculous. Chico and the Man. Don't get discouraged. Red Fox was funny as hell. I mean, I'm talking about the artist. Personally, I don't know if he was the greatest human being, but as an artist, as a comedian, he was fucking hilarious. And this is what people forget now. Now it's like, if you're not, how can you become a president nowadays? I mean, we got a president now. Think about it. He said right on the air, sometimes you gotta grab him by the pussy. Think about that. I guess George Washington probably said that too. Abraham Lincoln. Really, we live in the weirdest, strangest, most fucked up times. He's the Donald. They were talking about their cats. This is what I mean, though. This is how men talk sometimes, especially amongst other men. I mean, sometimes I think to myself, ugh. I'm hanging out with guys, and some of them are younger than me, and all they're doing is talking about, the pussy this, pussy that, and sometimes I'm just like, Yeah, it's pretty, to me, looking from the outside, it's pretty crazy. I can only imagine going back to try to find a job in America and getting into some office with a bunch of girls or whatever, and how many times when I was younger I banged chicks that worked in the office, or that, there was one that I worked in the warehouse and she worked in the office. There was another one, I worked in one department, she worked in another. It's like, nowadays it's like, if you do the wrong thing, then they come back and they get you for sexual harassment and all these other things. It's just too ridiculous now. It's too much control, too much government, too many laws. 30 years after the fact, a chick gets raped, then 30 years later she comes back and goes, I got raped 30 years ago. Why the fuck didn't you say something back then? Open your mouth. Ladies, if you get raped, say something. I mean, you got an obligation. Huh? What the hell? What has a Hulk complex when excited instead of being angry? Loves to play Pinocchio until throwing up. Naomi Campbell? Is that what it is? I guess it might be. That's because old guys don't have to talk about it. They just do it. Old guys knew. Old guys know. When guys are young, they're like, I wonder if I can sleep with her. Of course you can. You just have to get her to want to sleep with you. It's not like they don't want it. They do. But they got a facade to put on. At least most of them do. You know. I guess. I thought you were going to Albania long ones. A schlong. What a disgusting word. I can't believe we're using that in this stream. How can you say that, Gennaro? Schlong. It's technically known as a penis. There's a company in England wants to know if you're sleeping with an employee. It was on our news. What? Last night. Gennaro wins. Oh. Play Pinocchio until throwing up. Oh, God. Lovely joke. Be wild and wander. That's what her shirt says. You can't see it. She didn't let you see it. Shirt says, be wild and wander. If it wasn't for grizzly bears, I'd be in Alaska right now. Seriously, I probably would be. You see this? This is age. No Albania because my dog is with me. I don't care about the darkness. That's what lights are for. That's what fire is for. This fucking dumbass. Jesus Christ. You know how you've been in Thailand too long? Seeing somebody stand in front of a freaking door or in front of an escalator becomes normal. Or you see 14 kids and their mother and father on a motorcycle. That's how you know. And you think it's normal. And one of the kids has a propane gas tank on his back. Well, that's another issue, the cold. No, but it's very little of it is nice. You can look around and find a place, but it's a big area. I wouldn't want to live there. You really hate it? The cold? Yesterday, when I'm on the, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I'm on the subway. So I sit down. This guy, there's the whole row is open. There's nobody sitting. I'm sitting there. minding my own business. This guy comes. He sits right next to me. Now, I got my mask on. He's got his mask on. But I'm thinking to myself, and I looked at him, gave him a dirty look, and he smiled at me like, oh, hey. Like, oh, hello. And I kind of looked at him like, what the fuck are you sitting next to me for, you dumb motherfucker? You come down, you got 10 seats to sit down in, and you got to sit right next to me. I'm like looking at him like, you fucking stupid ass. What about social distancing? You ever hear of that shit? I don't care, you want to wear your mask, you don't want to wear your mask, but get the fuck away from me. And you know, just being real. It's like, why would the guy sit down next to me? It's like, hey, I mean, what is he, into me? I don't think so. I don't think he was that way, but you never know. I didn't know him. This place is getting busy all of a sudden. 10:35, that's why. Listen, I'll go live in some cold area, and when it gets well, I'm not afraid. That's what the internet's for. Yeah, I mean, you know, I come to some warm location when it's cold wherever I am. I don't like being alone as long as my family's around, but like if they're in the house, that's enough. You know, my wife doesn't have to be laying on top of me, and the kids are, you know, sitting right next to us. It doesn't have to be like that, but, you know, look at this. I got people, oh, should I go in there? Should I go in there, Nate? Should we go have a coffee? Should we risk it? It's dangerous. We are pack animals. I'm the only foreigner in here. What's the name of that island where Fletcher Christian went? What the hell's the name of it? Oh, Pitcairn Island. I'd go there if they weren't a bit weird there. They got the whole child molestation thing there that they had some controversy there about it or something like that. And they seem a bit weird, but I guess if you're, you know, an islander if you've never went anywhere and just stayed on that island, it might be a little bit, you know, off. Cold isn't that bad unless you're living outside, but Pitcairn Islands, that's the name of the place. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm the guy who goes, hey, move your fucking ass, buddy. You dumb shit. You got the whole fucking ocean. You got the whole beach sitting here. And you're gonna sit next to me? I mean, come on. Here we go. Yeah, I heard about that. Exactly, Andy. Listen, you want a little island in Thailand? I'm giving you my place. Koh Siboya, Siboya. Very few people on the island. I mean, like 50. You can have your own private beach. The only thing is the water might have some jellyfish in it. You have to be careful. But other than that, it's a fantastic place. I mean, you want peace and quiet. That's the place to go. God, look at this. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. It's all yours, Gennaro. Anyway, it's okay. Not in the mood. I'm not in the conversing mood. They go from big to biggest. This place is packed now. Look at this. All right. You got people waiting outside. Instead of just, how many is this? Gennaro, don't make me laugh. Hey, Gennaro, just to let you know, I'll give you the info shortly, but the gallery is in Newport Beach. I should have everything tied up by next week. So, quite happy with that. Thank you, Mr. Bilal. Mr. Bilal. Bilal. Mr. B. Thank you. Yeah, you're gonna sit right next to me. There is no social distancing. Right next to me. See, that's what worries me. I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about other people. Stupid people. Let's all sit down next to him. Yeah. No, I don't see her. Might get a phone number tomorrow, but I'm low on cash until the 1st. Unless I sell more stock. See if you can get a deal, man. You know, once you got that phone, though, life is different. I think you ought to just get some piece of shit. Get some little $30, some little $30 phone. Yeah, I've had enough social distancing. I've had enough masks. I've had enough social distancing. Enough of all that, though, so. This is social distancing for me, huh? Even though there's a green thing that says, you know, you're not supposed to. It's not Minaret. This is not Minaret. This is the Starbucks brand. 5 baht more than Minaret. The world's a racket. I gotta get in on this. I'm too nice and too straight. You know, think about it. It wasn't long ago, but you couldn't get bottled water. Bottled water was like, what? Bottled water? Now it's a huge racket. Oh, it comes from the springs of Michigan. We've got a beautiful lake that has plenty of toxins just for you. And you can buy a bottle of it for only $3 per 250 milliliters. Cunts. I'd like to get this tested. Probably, if they don't say my Samsung goes, then who knows? You'll find out soon enough. I got the whole team over here. Look at this. This place is packed now. You know what it is? It's that Starbucks says if you're not buying anything, you can still sit here. So now people, they're hip to it. They know. Oh, we'll just go sit in Starbucks and wait for 30 minutes to get inside. Look at this place now. Got all the people over here. Well, you know, we're all gonna die anyway. That's my fatalist. Jesus Christ. It took her friend. Her friend had to walk over to the table and help her to get the straw into the plastic top because she couldn't figure out how to put the straw in the top. Oh, that's hilarious. It's one of yours, General. You know, that's how it is. That's exactly how it is. I often wonder, is this how my wife is going to be when she gets older? Is that how she is already? I don't know. I don't know what it is. And you know, there is no social distancing. Look at this. Look how close. And you know, just the other day, my buddy was telling me about how when he's out walking around and he sees somebody without a mask, he gets pissed off. I'm like, what do you get pissed off of? If they're outside, they're not around anybody. Why are you pissed off? What does it matter? I mean, you know, you're probably not going to walk through their mist and get COVID. So what does it matter? But if you're inside and you're not doing something like eating, or you're not socially distanced, then, you know, you can't talk about, it's the foreigners causing it all. I guarantee if somebody got COVID in this place, they'd blame me. He wasn't wearing his mask. That's because I'm having a drink. Would you like me to have a drink with my mask on? It could be anybody else. Ugh, none of them care. That's what I'm talking about. Think they care about me? No. They don't. I think that's the harsh reality that you have to face in life. If you have a dozen or even one person that truly gives a shit about you, you're lucky. So I feel very fortunate. Because for the most part, nobody gives a flying fuck about you. They'll just come back and go, oh, I'm sorry. It's too fucking late, I died. You dumbass. Oh yeah, they care. Yeah, they care a lot. I ought to ask him. I just don't feel like getting into it. I'm in the mood where I don't want to speak Thai. I don't want to really speak to anybody except myself, the camera, and that's it. I don't want to speak to anybody else. I am going over to Jono's tomorrow. I forgot, he said he was going to cook something. I don't know if he meant he's cooking it for me or what. He's cooking something. So I'm looking forward to that, getting out of the house. I want to do something where I'm not streaming or anything like that. Same here, Gennaro, and no sitting on a park bench here. Keep walking. Really, you can't even sit on a park bench? Jono's cooking wings. Oh, okay. Do you enjoy being there? I'm from Canada. Why does it matter if I enjoy being there? Curious to know that. If you're there and I'm here, why does it matter? Most of the time, I'd say 80% of the time, I enjoyed immensely. 10% of the time, I find it irritating. And 10% of the time, I don't give a fuck where I am. I mean, it doesn't matter where I am. The location doesn't have anything to do with it. I'm sure it will be for both you bastard. Where's my food? I'm sure he'd send you some chicken wings if you really wanted them. He'd ship them off to you. Right, during a pandemic, you want to check out living here. Uh-huh, okay. Police move on a pregnant lady the other day for sitting on a park bench. Put your hands up in the air, or stop or I'll shoot. You're sitting on a park bench. Highly doubtful. It would mean braving traffic, which is why I always just take the boat, because then I don't have to really brave very much traffic. I'm interested in knowing what this guy who says he's checking out other options of living. I want to know if you're legit or not. I mean, why would you consider Thailand right now to live when you're not even allowed in? I mean, are you that optimistic that you think this will be over quick or fairly quick or in the next couple of years where you think, okay, well, I'll just be moving from my country to Thailand, let's say. It's a question, Oh, I can't get in. See, there's another one. Gotta wait, honey. Every single time. She's all pissed off she can't get in. Grumbling. See, when I ask questions of people, like somebody like Meech, and then I don't even get an answer, I know he's full of shit. Fuck off. That straw's too smart for me. Honestly, I said it, people, whether you like me or not, the bottom line is I've been saying it for a long time. Thailand has changed. It's changing. It's going to continue to change. And I don't mean normal, every country changes a little bit over time. That's not what I mean. It's changed drastically from the last 25 years. Drastically. And like I said the other day, it's a cross between modern and old traditional. And old traditional is losing out, slowly but surely. It's losing out. As people get older and the youngsters here start having even these ladies, they're all on their phones. Every one of them. Every one of them. So at some point, the technology wins. And you see, for me, it's a tool. I look at it that way. It's a tool. And even as a tool, I don't like it. I prefer not to use it as a tool. I don't care if he was or not. Whatever. Not to get smarter. Well, that's true. It sure the hell hasn't helped. They're looking at their TikTok channels. That guy, which guy was mean mugging me? In the blue shirt or the green shirt? The guy in the blue shirt, he knows me. He sees me all the time. If it was the guy in the green, he can fuck off. Oh, okay. He's just checking me out. He's probably wondering what I'm doing. Well, I sure hope they don't. It doesn't matter to me at this point. It really doesn't matter to me. They can all fuck off. If I have it my way, I'll never move back there. I'll go live in Costa Rica. I'll go live in Ecuador. I do want to do a stream, and I got to get a little prepared for it, which takes some time, which I don't have all that much of right now. But I do want to do a stream like I was talking about the other day about why this one particular guy, who I think is a bit of a dumbass, he may have some points here and there, but I think he's a bit of a dumbass. And some of the places that he thinks are much worse than Ecuador, and one of them is Thailand. Every place pretty much changes to the point where, I don't know, any place smart, it would seem, would change to where it benefits the people, the natives, And I'm going to try to benefit you, Gennaro. Oh yeah, we're going to impeach the president. Well, then you're going to get fucking discharged, Nancy. Get the fuck out of here, you old hag. I wish they would get rid of the bitch. I'm sick and tired of hearing her. I figured it would. I know your style, Gennaro. Believe me. Watch this place empty out once the place opens, once the mall opens up. She's going to try to get through, too. She's going to try to get through already. You got 3 minutes on it. Texas chicken's sounding pretty good today. Just get myself a little spring roll thingy. Everybody's gone from my house. This is the thing. I am alone most of the time. I'm alone. You know why I'm alone? My wife has a job. My kids are at school. I can't take my kids with me unless school is out. My wife said the other day, we got to figure out when all of us are going to be out of school, all of us are going to be off of work, all of us have time, and we'll go somewhere. Maybe Khao Sok, maybe Khao Yai or whatever. I'm like, yeah, okay, good. Good luck with that. And now the way that it is we can't, like I told my wife for a long time, you can't ask them anymore. You just have to say, you're going with me. That's how it is. Minato. I haven't been there in a while. It's been a while. It's been several hair color changes for the girl that works there. Yeah, you and me both. Which is why I don't go to Minato. Every time I go there, it costs me $20. Yeah, freaking cat. The cat comes up. I barely open my door to the bedroom, and the cat sprints into my room, starts running around the room. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Then it jumps on my bed and sits on my bed. I said, you know, there's one thing you're not allowed to do, buddy. You're not allowed to sit on the bed. You cannot be on my bed. I don't want to smell cat ass. I don't want the smell of cat ass or cat breath on my bed. Now they're going to lock the door, the front door, and open this door behind me. And everybody's going to sprint out. Look at this. Social distancing. Aren't we supposed to be like 2 meters away from each other? 6 feet, something like that? Little FYI, my wife's been bugging me to shave the beard. She's like, it's not soft. You think it's soft, it's not all that soft. I'm like, well, just let it grow a little bit longer. It'll get softer. No, can you just shave it for me, just for a little while? And I'm so hesitant to do it. I like my beard. You put any beard oil or anything like that? You do anything to it, or is it au natural? Got to talk to Jono about some beard softener, beard conditioner. Look at this. They're all waiting out there. All right, they're opening up. Boom, everybody's gone. Okay, we can go in now. I'm so desperate to go into the mall. Ugh. She bitches about it, but you know, she bitches about a lot of things, you know. Human nature. Carpet matches the troops. Oh, God. I don't know. I haven't seen any gray hairs down yonder, but I really haven't looked. Say goodbye, Gennaro. I certainly know why. Oh. I'm telling you, listen. You see this? That little green sticker, just as these are. Those are little social distancing stickers. It means don't sit here. Oh, but there's nowhere to sit. There's nowhere to sit, so I'm going to have to sit here. No, you don't have to sit here, especially with your mask off. It did piss me off. I just didn't want to say anything, get into a squabble with them all. Scared they'd sit on me. Yeah. So I go, what does this label say? He's like, oh, yeah, you're not supposed to. People are not supposed to sit here. But nobody thinks about it anymore. This is the government guideline, but nobody ever does it anymore. I'm like, obviously. They'll make you wear it, Jesus Christ. Well, that's what you would think they would do. They did that in the very beginning. But then they were like, oh, we're losing too much money. Better put the chairs down. These bitches still haven't left. They're gonna have to stuff their faces and buy all kinds of food, I guess, until they're happy and satisfied. There you go, Gennaro. That's for you. Right there, baby. Orange is your favorite color. Oh, God. All right, I'm being a dick, but, whatever. That's somebody's grandmother. I don't want to. That's why I showed it for you. That's what it does. But it is. Maybe what it is that every time I come out, I find issues with people. I mean, why have the stickers down if the people can just sit wherever the fuck they want? Why say, when you come into our store, you need to have a mask on, but then when they don't come in with a mask on, you just go, oh, might be right. And they do that shit in America all the time because everybody's scared that they're going to get shot or they're going to get beat up or something like that. But this ain't America. I don't know what Gid Whiffs is. Welcome to Old Grumpy's Men's Club. Well, here we go. Maybe this is a little better right here. A little more, the age is a little more appropriate. Look at this. Now the place is freaking empty. Look at this. Little Texas chicken roll, I think, will be my lunch, even though I know I shouldn't indulge. Yeah, I know they are. They're good and they're cheap. 89 baht. Hello, boss. Big boss. Acronyms. I just know the acronym FU. She just came over to see you, Gennaro. Chicken tomorrow, yeah, baby. Looking forward to that. Now, are these spicy ones? Are you like making them different where they're all different spices, levels of spice? Or what's the deal? Just regular old hot wings. Doesn't matter to me, I'm just asking. By the way, if you haven't done so already, feed my ego and click a thumbs up. Just click a thumbs up because maybe it looks good to others. Some people might think thumbs down look bad, but thumbs up looks better. See? She just want to say hello, Gennaro. That's all. She said she misses you and, you know, she hopes you're well. Yeah, I know, it's all engagement. That's what they don't realize. It doesn't matter to me. Listen, Jono's cooking. That's good. That's good for me. Good enough for me. Although I may have to cook a little something for you and see if you like it. I told you I've been meaning to make a video. I just make a straight up Kaijio, an omelet, Thai omelet with like some red onions or just onions in them. Just to show you the ingredients and how it should look when it's done. Very simple. I'm either gonna do it in a stream or I'm gonna do a video of it, but I think everybody should know how to make a Thai omelet. If you know how to make a Thai omelet, and then you can make some fried rice or something, and you can make one other Thai meal, then you got, you got some chicken, you want to impress her, she's coming over, and you feel like eating Thai food, maybe she's Thai, set her up to where she starts cooking for you. You cook a couple of things, you have a nice meal, she says, oh, that was very good. Who taught you how to cook? An American in Bangkok. Oh, that's a good idea. I've forgotten all about that. Look like. I do kind of miss Cambodia a little bit, just because I haven't been there in a while. I miss Myanmar, I miss Cambodia. I miss traveling outside of Thailand. I'd really like to go to Indonesia. That's where I want to go. I want to go to some island, frickin' disappear for a while. I can do that here now. Maybe soon come. I don't know. I have no idea where I'm going to go now. All I know is I'm going to stick to Bangkok for the next couple of weeks. There's still stuff to do. But, it is home. After a while, it's like, I want to go somewhere different. You live in Texas all your life, and you've never been anywhere. You're like, oh, maybe I'll go to Mexico. It's the same thing. You got plenty to see and do in Texas, but you still want to go to Mexico. Anyway. So I may stream on Sunday. Not sure yet. I missed last week. I'm not sure what I'll do if I do something, but maybe it'll be snake farm, snake handling. I don't know. Got to think about it a little bit. Got to make a little schedule, try to stick to it. Not easy for me to do. And especially now, because I got this, this gallery thing coming on, and I got things I got to do, and things that are required of me. And I want it to succeed, so it's a priority. Really? Jesus Christ. Can you fly there, though? Yeah, I know. I've been all over Indonesia, Andy, and I really like it there. I've been in Indonesian Borneo, which I really liked a lot, but I didn't get enough time to really look around too much for it. She's a coffee master. So, you know what that means, Gennaro? It means you would have a master. A coffee master. Coffee master. So, I didn't know she was this goofy compared to the other ones. I thought she was the most reserved one out of all of them. Yeah, pretty much. Some of them I didn't give a shit about. They were just personal photos, but I got a lot, yeah. I got some that are 20, 22 years. That's the thing about the photos, is that once they start to age, more people become interested in them, at least for me. Even looking back at the Hong Kong shots that I got from last year is strange. And by the way, I talked to a few people in Hong Kong yesterday, and every single person is like, it's getting worse. It's getting so much worse. Which really sucks, but what are you gonna do, Leave, I guess, if you can. Yeah, all right. So, what's the town across the border near you? The beginning's already happened. You're at the end of the beginning, I would say. It's just going to continue to plummet. Anyway. It's a good thing, because I have nothing to do in the mall today. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to go shopping. I've already done my shopping. I don't have to do anything. All I gotta do is go over to Texas Chicken. Have a little something to eat. Which maybe I should go do right now. I tell you what, if you guys want, we got about 15 minutes left. That's how we'll finish out the stream. If China moves on time, yeah, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about any of that shit. As long as I can get out. I don't know if is that like recent news? I don't know if it would make a difference or not, to be honest. I think maybe for some people they'd be like, all right, you know, guy's got a girlfriend here or something like that, and he's there's no way he's gonna be able to move here, you know, and he's desperate to see her. Yeah, there's gonna be guys, but it's gonna be, I think it's hit and miss, man. I think it's the hit and miss approach, but I guess it's better than nothing, you know. Let's go have a chicken wrap. They're not that bad. From when, Jono, this morning or last night? Well, we know that. We know that there's too many rules. When all of us are in agreement that, you know, it's bullshit. You know, it's like nobody wants to do that. It's too much of a hassle. Tourists don't want to go through that garbage. They'd rather just go somewhere else. And that's what they fail to understand. All right, I'm going to go get me a wrap here. Hang on. It's a wrap. Yeah, but when did this article come out, Jono? Just today or when? Yeah, because I mean, I was looking at the info yesterday, and I didn't see any of that. So it has to be pretty new. Sometimes it takes the Thai government a little bit of time to catch on. You know, they may move slowly, but eventually they move. Yeah, this morning, okay. So, you know, give it time. We'll find out. Gotta get a little cash here. push. Wrap. What do I want? What do I want? What is this wrap? Wrap, red hot wrap. The red hot wrap. Cup. This is the red hot wrap combo she's giving me. I didn't really want that, but okay, whatever. So what? What are you talking about? So what? What number am I? You can't hear me? Talking about testing positive for antibodies from a 2 month now. I am number 309. Should be able to hear me now. It's because of the mask. Texas chicken. Their little special is over. They used to have the 89 bought for just a wrap. It was a big wrap. Now they're 115 or 139. That's a set though, so let's see here. What the fuck are you talking about? Talking about testing positive due to antibodies from a 2-month-old infection. Okay, so go on. Bottom left on the big cardboard menu. So, well, I think this is mine. Didn't want a soda. Is that what this is? Coleslaw here? I guess so, huh? Or is it mashed potatoes? It's mashed potatoes. Yeah, I'll take that. Go fuck yourself. How's that for miserable? Cunt. Yeah, whatever. Soda, mashed potatoes, and a little wrap for 89 baht. That's right, I know how to put it in. Pretty small. A little spicy. Pretty good. I think I like their chicken better. Better here. And to be honest, banchan, I've eaten at banchan a dozen or so times over the past couple of years, and I'm bored with them now. I don't know why. Completely bored. Like now I eat it and I go, it just doesn't have the same pop that it used to have. Texas chicken is the place. Either Texas chicken or Jono's chicken. Jono's chicken and pizza. Jono's chicken and pizza. Yes. Makes a pretty good bulletproof coffee too. No, Jono doesn't want to stream. He doesn't want to be on camera. I would, but he doesn't want to. And I understand. I don't want to either, but that wrap was pretty damn good, to be honest. It was quite good. Spicy, flavorful. Overall, I give it the yummy rating. Rating of 1 to 10, I give it a Mashed potatoes are pretty good as well. Yep, very good. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me. Hopefully Sunday I'll be somewhere, at least on a walk. Maybe at the snake farm, maybe somewhere else, I don't know. We'll see. Depends on the rain, depends on the weather, depends on a few things. Yeah, I'm sure people love that. Anyway, thanks to all those who have positively contributed and to those who contribute otherwise. Please leave a thumbs up if you choose to do so. Please subscribe. Leave a comment. Share it if you like. And check the description for everything. There's always the Cash App, the PayPal, the Super Chat, the T-shirts, the books, the da-da-da-da-da. I feel like a broken record, but I gotta say it in case there's somebody who doesn't know. Pretty good. That meal was perfectly acceptable for a fast food restaurant. So, until next time, check out my videos this weekend. Maybe I'll see you on Sunday, or if not, I'll see you soon. Appreciate all the patronage, and that's all I got. I'm Scott, I'm an American in Bangkok, and that's all I have. So until next time, choke D, that, joke and my. Oh yeah, tomorrow wings. I'll have some photos and put them up on Facebook. No, I won't put them on Facebook. But I'll take photos of them. It'll be good, I'm sure. So, place is packed now. People, IG. Yeah, IG stories. Anyway, talk to you guys later, okay?